5 o'clock, time for Awful to Rock. Welcome back to another Awful Morning Show. I am awful, full of life, and we gonna get things popping off as usual. A little bit of math, a little bit of coding, practice. Then we gonna talk about the plan for the day and for the week. Got a busy week with the meetup and the opportunity hack this weekend, and a couple meetings with some old high school friends on some business stuff. Always nice to get together with people you've known for a while to create something of value. So let's go ahead and get started with the math. Before we get started though, let's go ahead and give our thank yous to Dr. Dean out of Back and Beyond Chiropractic. If you are having any issues with just being a human being, the little nooks and nicks and aches and pains that go with just your regular day of life, you should definitely reach out to a good chiropractor. If you don't have one, check out Dr. Dean Chiropractic at a Back and Beyond Chiropractic in Chandler, off Chandler Boulevard between Dobson and Alma School. They've got me straightened out. They can do the same for you. You might not need a backiotomy, but if you do, check him out. All right, let's go ahead and start the clock. And let's finish our assessment. Come on now. Clock ain't moving. Here we go. Here we go. And what's our first question? Computer's moving a little bit slower today. All right, factor completely. Okay, I can do factors. That will be 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. I'll need a calculator for that. Did we get it? Yeah. All right, let's go to the next. Expand it. All right, we got x squared plus 12x plus 36. I always enjoy factors and expanding these quadratic equations. But you know, that's everybody got the little thing that they love. They love to geek out on. This is me. Solve. Okay. So when we add these together, we got 0 plus 10x let me see. There we go. And that would be plus 40, right? So I'm doing, I'm adding straight up. Minus 5 and 5 cancel out. 8 plus 2 is 10x. That's how I got that. And then subtract 18 from 50 gives me 40. So over here now I got 10x equals negative 40, right? Because I subtract 40 from both sides. Oh, no, I don't have to. Because it's already 40. My bad. There you go. Keep paying attention. Divide 10 from both sides. And now we got 4. X is 4, right? Because we just cut them out. Boom. 4 divided by 1 is 4. And then I plug the 4 back into here. I'll put it in this one. This will be easier for me. 8, 5y plus 8 equals 58. Subtract 8 from both sides. That is me 5y equals 50. And then that'll leave me with 5. What? what's missing? All right, let's, what am I doing wrong? 5y plus 8 equals 58. What am I doing wrong? What did I miss on this one? Y is 10. Ah, my math was bad. Damn it. That's what you get. That's what you get. All right, let's go to our next section. Got a little bit too far ahead. All right, lock an element to the browser window with fixed positioning. We ain't do this yet. All right, the next layout scheme that CSS offers is the fixed position, which is a type of absolute positioning that locks an element relative to the browser window, similar to an absolute positioning. It's used with CSS offset properties and also removes the element from the normal flow of the document. Other items no longer realize where it is positioned, which may require some layout adjustments. One key difference between fixed and absolute position is that an element with a fixed position won't move when you scroll. All right, the navigation bar labeled with the nav bar changes position to fixed. Position is fixed. Add an offset at 0 pixels from the top. Pixels and 0 pixels from the left. 0 pixels. I didn't even start the clock. We're gonna go with it though. Next, come here. There it is. Again. All right. Make sure you sponsor Free Code Camp if you got the resources to do so, because we love this community. Hey, the next position, push elements left and right with the float property. Does not actually use position, but sets the float property and element. Floating elements are removed from the normal flow of the document and pushed to either the left or right of the containing parent element. It's commonly used with the width property to specify how each horizontal space the floated element requires. The given markup would work well as a two-column layout with the section and the side elements next to each other. Give the left item a float of left and the right item a float of right. Left, float, right. Oh, that's dope. I don't use floats often. I might have to start doing that though. I might have to use in my project. If you are a coder and you learning or you want to help me out, we can pair code. You can check me out on my website. I do not know how this works.com to get a hold of me. We can schedule some time. This will be the last one. Change the position of overlapping elements with the Z index. When elements are positioned to overlap, the element coming later in the HTML markup will by default appear on top of the other elements. However, the Z-index property can specify the order of how elements are stacked on top of one another. It may be an integer, a whole number, and not a decimal. And higher values with Z-index property of an element move it higher in the stack than those lower values. Add a Z-index property to the first element with the class name of first. The index, the red rectangle, set its value to 2 so it covers up the blue element. Look at that. Changes. We're going to run these tests. And we got it. All right. Now let's go on. So today we're going to work on, I'm looking for a CMS, headless CMS tool. A buddy of mine was checking the same solution out last week. and now I'm digging into it because I have a couple different products or brands that I use, and I don't want to have to use a bunch of different tools to get all my content. Like I manage one tool and just tag things or put them in categories, and that's one way I should be able to manage all these different brands. So that's what I'm gonna work on today. Again, we always got the meetup
connected to Bluetooth
tomorrow, South Mountain Community Library. Come check us out, South Mountain Community Library, Free Code Camp / Indie Hackers Meetup. Come learn the code. Let's talk about startups, all of that good stuff. And Saturday, we got the Opportunity Hack, where we're going to be building some cool tools for nonprofits. I'll be working with NBL, that's me, Beneficio Legal, where we're building a tool to allow people to fill out government documents in their native language.
The battery is currently low.
And now on to our hip hop axiom for the day. It's The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The Message has plenty of jewels in it, plenty of rules and axioms, knowledge to pass on. One that I am going to talk about today is where he talks about don't push me because I'm close to the edge, trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. So there's a lot to be taken from that. But let's talk about how we don't know what other people are going through. You know what I mean? Like we're getting pushed, we're on the edge, and how we respond can also be what pushes someone else closer to the edge or over the edge. So always be mindful of that. Self-care and care for your community. Keep all that in mind when you're out there navigating these terrains out and about. So we have just come to the end of another episode of Hip Hop Axioms. I want to thank y'all for checking me out, spending a little bit of time with me. As always, go ahead and check out Back and Beyond Chiropractic. Get your life and your health in order. Personalized fitness training, chiropractic care, and nutritional coaching. And if you got a moment, go ahead and check out the awesome web store. Shop with your boy. All right. We got stickers for the awesome morning show. We got stickers for Centenarian Fun. We got stickers for Hip Hop Axioms. Check y'all out later. Peace.